What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Thing Goes back again for another video, and I'm super excited to be coming to y'all making this one right now because we have some very juicy news. Now, the past couple of days, almost a week, I wasn't able to make videos the way I wanted to because I literally lost my phone and I had to get a new phone. Like, I misplaced my phone, didn't have one, and being the type of guy and the type of business I do and everything, you gotta have a phone so that you can stay in the know and so that you can get this information out and be able to communicate with you guys, keep the group going and stuff like that. So it was really painful to not have a phone for almost a week, but I'm back on it. And even though this article is 3 days late, I still want to read it because it is of super importance and relevance to the world of Invincible and particularly to this channel. I butchered that word, but don't worry about that. Anyway, I made a video like close to this topic a while ago, talking about the 3 characters in the world of Invincible that you need to keep your eye on because they could be popping up in the future and future seasons. One of the characters on that list was the character known of the Astounding Wolf Man. Now, the Astounding Wolf Man, he is also a creation by Robert Kirkman. He has a shorter mini-series that's about 25 issues long. It's its own series. It's pretty good. It's quality in itself. I like the series all the way through. I feel like the ending kind of was rushed and it kind of fell off a bit, but overall it was a pretty good werewolf superhero story. You follow the main character. His name is Gary Hampton. He's rich. The guy has so much money. He's kind of like Bruce Wayne, only if Bruce Wayne was a family man. And at the beginning of the series, he gets bitten by werewolves and he changes into one, but he's under the tutelage and the guidance of a vampire named Zachariah. It has a lot of good artwork. The action is pretty good, very violent, just like you know, what Robert Kirkman is prone to do, but it's a little on the short side. Like I told you, it's only 25 issues, but it's quality and it's a great read all the way through, super quick. You can just breeze through it. I have another video focusing more on the Astounding Wolf Man, actually talking about the first 5 issues earlier up in my channel. I was gonna make it a 5-part series, just going through the entire series, with the first video covering the first 5 issues, the next one covering issues 6 through 10, and so on and so forth. I have to get back on that and finish that. So far I only put out the first part to talk about the first 5 issues, but with this relevance coming in about the character, I'm definitely gonna have to get back on that and finish that for you guys so you can have more information about this character and who exactly he is. But like I said, Gary Hampton is pretty much like Bruce Wayne. The guy has a whole lot of money. He owns a lot of different properties and businesses and stuff like that, but he's a family man. He has a daughter, he has a wife who he loves very much. The cool thing about it, they know about him being a werewolf fairly early on, and he brings them in on it, and they, you know, try to work through this complicated time of getting used to what he does when he's a werewolf and how they can handle it. There's a lot of interesting things that happen where on a full moon he can't really control his powers, and spoiler alert, a lot of crazy things happen where he doesn't even realize that he's done it, and he has to learn more about who he is. And as you go further into the series, you learn more about the werewolf lore and more characters, more about the pack, more about other werewolves, more about Zachariah. And overall, even though it's only 25 issues, quite a bit happens. There's a lot of cool, interesting characters, like side characters. You meet these superhero team like the Actioneers, which is pretty cool. It's this other character that's like a robot. I think her name is like Maid or something. I don't know, but I forgot her name. It's this cool cyborg android character. I don't know what Robert Kirkman's fetish is with making these cool ass robot characters. Like, you know, you got Robot and Invincible, and then you got this character and the Astounding Wolf Man. But he does a really good job with, you know, characters and just like the storytelling overall. It's a real good comic book writer, man. One of my favorites. And he also has this cool crossover event that happens in the Astounding Wolf Man and Invincible. I think in the Astounding Wolf Man it happens like around issue 20 or 15, something like that. But in Invincible, I think it happens in like the 70s. I know I'm probably off. Please correct me and let me know. I'm just going off the top of the dome right now, but it was a pretty cool crossover between the Astounding Wolf Man and Invincible, where the Astounding Wolf Man actually was in the White Room with Invincible, and together they were fighting against a whole bunch of reanimen that were actually much stronger and upgraded because they've been with Cecil, and D.A. St. Clair has been with the government at this point. So the reanimen looked a lot like how they looked at the end of season 1 when we got that last shot. And you had in the issue where they teamed up, they were trying to stop the Astounding Wolf Man, but Mark actually wanted to help him out, so he helped him fight against the reanimen. There was also this funny ass scene where he fought against the Guardians of the Globe to try to help the Astounding Wolf Man escape, and one of the funniest scenes I ever seen in the comic book, I was in tears, man. He literally grabbed the like, this is when I knew for sure that the Immortal was a joke and he was a meme and I could not take him seriously. In the middle of the Immortals talking, like he was talking shit to Invincible, he just like, bruh, we professionals, okay? We came here to do a job. We came here to stop the Astounding Wolf Man. We following orders. You are a child. Like, we are grown. If you really think you're gonna be able to beat us, Invincible just like, bruh, I'm stronger than you. I hope you know that. I don't want to hurt y'all, all right? I'm just trying to help Astounding Wolf Man out. I'm trying to help him get somewhere safe. Y'all getting on my nerves. Y'all better chill out. And then the Immortal said what he said. He just like, man, we ain't worried about you. You a child, man. We're fucking in the middle of his talking. Invincible just palmed his face, grabbed him by his head, and literally started swinging his whole body around like this, smacking everybody else that was around him to try to clear the way real quick so that they could escape. That shit had me, like, I almost busted a gut. That shit was so funny. I was not expecting that at all, but I think Robert Kirkman knows how we see the Immortal, at least in the comic book anyway, so he makes a lot of fun of that. Like I'm telling you, it is a running joke how many times this dude gets killed or how many times he just gets embarrassed by Invincible, pretty much. It's oh my goodness, that had to be like one of the biggest L's he took. I don't care nothing about the Guardians of the Galaxy. I said Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't care nothing about the Guardians of the Globe getting wiped out at the beginning of the series, him getting his ass clapped a second time by Omni-Man when he came back, or all the other embarrassing things that came afterwards. I cannot get over how much Invincible just embarrassed the fuck out. I'm talking about, bruh, he just palmed him and started swinging him around by his head, bruh. That's the funniest shit I ever heard. But anyway, y'all gotta see it. It's hilarious. But anyway, you know, I'm just trying to give you a quick little rundown on the Astounding Wolf Man. Now, if you don't want to have spoilers about his character, how important he is, and, you know, kind of get spoiled with his story, because like I said, he has his own story, which is 25 issues that is separate from Invincible. Do not read the crossover on Invincible, because if you read the crossover with him in like, skip that issue. You'll know which one it is too, because he's on the cover. Skip that issue, man, because if you read that issue, there's literally a part in there where the Astounding Wolf Man gives you like probably one of the biggest spoilers of the series when he's talking to Invincible. He's talking to him casually and he tells him something that happens. Now, he tells him something that happened to him, you know what I'm saying, as somebody that he loved. Like, he was just casually talking to him and kind of like venting to him and everything about like who he is and stuff like that. And although it was a cool scene and a very good talk scene, if you don't know what you're reading, you don't realize at the time that you're probably reading one of the biggest spoilers in the Astounding Wolf Man. I'd go as far as to say it is the biggest spoiler in Astounding. Like, come on, bro. It's like a turning point in the damn series. The series ain't that long. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you don't know any better, you will read it and you will be like, well, damn, it would have been better if I didn't know that. I went through that. I don't want y'all to go through that, so be on the lookout for that Astounding Wolfman crossover issue if you haven't made it to that yet in Invincible, and just don't read it. Skip it. I'm telling you right now, you ain't gonna miss out on nothing. All right, you can go back and read it after you read the Astounding Wolfman, but just read the Astounding Wolfman first. As a matter of fact, I recommend that you read the Astounding Wolfman first, considering it's so short. It's only 25 issues, so go ahead, flip that in an afternoon, couple hours, and then slide it to Invincible if you ain't read it yet. But yeah, so just to preface you on the character and everything, getting that all out there, let's read this article by Comic Book News, the website, you know, where they always be dropping shit, cbr.com. They dropped an article 3 days ago by Travis Northern, that's his name, and it's titled Invincible. Robert Kirkman teases a Wolfman appearance in the Amazon series. So let's dig into it. Invincible creator Robert Kirkman teases the possible future appearance of fan favorite comic character Wolfman in the animated Amazon series. During the digital panel for Comic-Con at Home 2021 International, Kirkman briefly touched on the topic of Gary Hampton, also known as Wolfman, one of the most popular and iconic characters from the Invincible comic book universe. When a fan asked Kirkman if the superhero lycanthrope had a chance of making an appearance in the Invincible animated series, Kirkman simply said, "There's a chance. I'll leave it at that." Now, you already know how Kirkman loves to tease and holds things to the chest, but given the way that he, kept everything close about Invincible before he eventually unveiled all the information about that, and now we got the show and everything, I feel like by him just saying this, it all but confirms that Wolfman is going to be in the series. Now, Wolfman is definitely a huge character in the world of Invincible. He doesn't do that much in the series as far as impacting it at all, but he's still a very important character that you see a lot of. He's part of a lot of things that happen in the world of Invincible. Like I said, he has his own spin-off series, and he crosses over with a lot of various characters and stuff like that throughout the entire universe of Invincible. So, you know what I'm saying? He may have not have done that much in the main series of Invincible, but his presence is still felt, and he's still a fan favorite and a character that a lot of people enjoy. And I really like his origin story and just the character overall. I wouldn't be opposed to getting a spin-off series about him, like a little mini series, similar to how we got a mini little comic book series. We could get a quick little mini series about the Astounding Wolf Man. His story could probably be told all in one season, maybe two. I mean, if you really want to stretch it and add more to it, you can. The more Astounding Wolfman, the better. Hell, the more spin-offs based around the world of Invincible, the better. Why stop there? Let's spin off with Brit. Let's spin off with Tech Jacket. But I'm getting too far ahead of myself. Those are characters y'all probably don't even know about yet. We're going to get into that in another video. But let's continue with this article. Wolfman, who was created by Kirkman, debuted in the Astounding Wolfman #1 in 2007. The series stars Gary Hampton, a billionaire CEO who gains the power of a lycanthrope after he is mauled by a werewolf during a family vacation. With the help of a vampire named Zachariah and the invention of special vambraces that can store moonlight, Hampton learns to use his new werewolf powers for good. That's another really cool thing about his powers. His suit was actually made by Art. You already know Art, voiced by the legendary Mark Hamill in Invincible. He also, cool thing about him too, if they do decide to do a lot of different spin-offs based around the world of Invincible, Art could be a character that they use to kind of connect all the series, because he makes costumes for everyone. He's actually the one that made the costume for Gary Hampton Wolfman as well, and he did this cool ass thing where he made these gauntlets that the Wolfman actually wears that stores moonlight. So even in the daytime, he's able to stay a werewolf because he has the moonlight stored inside of his wrist gauntlets. I thought that was a really cool design, and it's just a cool idea overall. While Kirkman crafted a multitude of spin-off characters who co-inhabited the story world of Mark Grayson's Invincible, Wolfman became one of the most beloved. The Astounding Wolfman, which concluded in 2010, was unique for contrasting the violent, dark, cursed lycanthrope with Hampton's drive to become a traditional, morally upstanding superhero. Pretty cool. And like I said, I really do enjoy the story of Wolfman, but they have a little bit more here. Invincible and Wolfman shared a handful of story connections throughout the retrospective comic run. See, like I was saying, Wolfman appeared in the Invincible series several times, most notably in the series Invincible Universe. That's something else that I'm going to have to talk about. He actually did a lot in Invincible Universe. I haven't really made too many videos on that. I don't think I really made any videos on that at all. I made a couple of videos talking about the spin-off series Guardians of the Globe, which focuses on the new Guardians of the Globe led by Brit, and it has a different team and everything, and they go against this villain named Set. It's pretty cool. I could link those videos down below so you can check them out. I actually want to make updated videos to those, you know what I'm saying, reread over those comics and make updated videos with more information, picking it apart and stuff like that. I like the videos I made before, but I feel like I could have did a little bit better. And let's see, in the Invincible Animated Series, which Amazon has already renewed for 2 more seasons, while the comic could lend plenty of story material for the Amazon series to work with, Kirkman highlighted in his Comic-Con panel that the story of the Amazon series could stray from the comic by adding new storylines or scenes to enhance the quality of the storytelling. Now that's cool. The show will progress about the way season 1 did. Sometimes we will hew very close to the comic, sometimes we will stray. This is something that I speculated on before, and I'm really interested to see how they play with the seasons and see what they do with future seasons, like how they did with season 1. Like I told you, a lot of the stuff that happened in season 1 happened after he fought his dad, and his dad ended up beating the shit out of him and running away. What they did was they actually put a lot of stuff that made more sense to happen to build up to his father actually fighting him and leaving, instead of having his father fight him and leave him and then he do all that shit afterwards. You know, it would have been a little weird as far as like the order is concerned. I didn't mind it that much in the comic book, but now thinking about it, like if they did it like that in the animated series, I still think it would have been quality, but I like how they did it this way because I think it makes more sense in the, you know, the way they're trying to tell the story. Kirkman spent the rest of the Invincible section, hold on, let me see. Oh yeah, hold on. I'm gonna pick up where I left off. There's a lot of stuff along the way that I want to, you know, change up a little bit. Kirkman spent the rest of the Invincible section of his Comic-Con panel discussing other comic book characters set to appear in the show, including one particular notorious Viltrumite antagonist. He also discussed the major advantage of adapting Invincible over The Walking Dead from the comics to TV, as he expressed his love for the Think Mark memes, which took the internet by storm when season 1 of Invincible launched on Amazon earlier this year. I know he got to be excited by those memes because they are literally taking over, and I'm pretty sure he is flattered by the amount of attention and, you know, eyes that have been put on the series. The memes are hilarious and they're still going right now. Like I even said before, I was surprised. I knew that the series was going to make a splash and I knew it was going to be successful, but it even surpassed my expectations by how many people actually took a liking to it. And you see here he says that he actually prefers and likes the advantage of adapting Invincible over adapting The Walking Dead, and I think that's because Invincible is an animated series versus The Walking Dead being a live action series. It's probably a lot easier for him to stay closer to the material and add in more stuff here and there. And like I said before in the interview that he had with Katie Sackhoff, when he told her that he was going to use the animated series to focus in and put more time to characters that people loved and wanted to see more of, or, you know, characters from the series have more of an impact, or, you know, have more to do in the series overall. Characters like Conquest, which he also teased to. He said he was teasing a very, you know what I'm saying, Viltrumite antagonist that he know people love. So that pretty much all but confirms we're gonna get more Conquest. You already know. I made a video about that as well. A little what if scenario I dropped earlier this week, and also he pretty much confirmed we're going to get more Battle Beast. He's flat out said that. So if we're going to get more Conquest, if we're going to get more Battle Beast, who's to say we're not going to get more original content and stories with the character of Wolfman? Very exciting stuff. Like I said, the Astounding Wolf Man, aka Gary Hampton, is a very interesting character that I really think you should check out. If you want to read this comic book series, the Astounding Wolf Man or Invincible, for free, go to the website Read Comic Books Online. They have the entire series, both series of the Astounding Wolfman and Invincible, and, you know, just everything around Invincible, like Brit, the Invincible Universe, the little origin story for Adam, Eve, and Rexplode. All that good stuff is on Read Comics Online. You can just type it in on the search box, read it all for yourself, digest all this info, and get yourself ready for some pure sauce that's going to be coming in the following seasons for Invincible. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about this video and the character of the Astounding Wolfman, if you know who he is. And if you'd like me to make more videos talking about him, please let me know, even though I'm probably going to do it anyway. And yeah, hope you're having a good day, night, wherever you are. And until next time, guys, peace. Let's keep this Invincible group growing. Join Viltrumites Take Flight on Facebook if you want to, you know, continue discussing Invincible and stuff like that. You know, I try to post up things as much as I can, funny little memes, information, stuff like that. And also be sure to check out the Discord, Invincible Disciples IDs. I will put the link for both of those in the comment section below. But yeah, like I said, man, hope y'all having a good one. And until next time, peace.